What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sync, your favorite new author, and we back for another episode of You're on the Mic with Sync. This is episode 2 of season 2. Yeah, man. I got a couple of topics for the day. A lot of it's been brought on actually by me being at work and, having a little downtime in between appointments and working from home. You get to watch a little TV every now and then. And I've been watching the show Black Ink New York. Now, crazy as it may sound, when the show first came out, I wasn't in the reality TV shows. I wasn't watching VH1, MTV, and all that. So it's on Netflix right now. So I actually kind of like the show. I think I'm on season 3 right now. I started off with season 1, you know the order, season 1, 2, 3, I think season 4 is on Netflix. So after season 3, I'm going to head over to 4. And after I've been watching the show, it's led me to a couple of questions, you know what I'm saying? Basically, after looking at the situation between Caesar and Duchess, if you already know how the story going to end, don't tell me. Let me find out on Netflix, So don't. I figure I already know what's going to happen in the end when when it's all over, said and done. But let me experience it as if it was the first time. But anyway, so for the first topic that kind of came to mind, I was thinking, I want to know, can a man actually still feel like a man in his relationship if his woman is bringing more money in than him? As a married man who has a highly successful wife and me being successful in my own rights, I had to deal with this, this little pondering situation myself before, for me, it wasn't not a big deal. Long story short, if you was listening to episode 1, you already know we got to count these. I love saying long story short. But anyway, long story short, me and my wife, I've been a federal employee for 15 years now, different agencies, different things, different roles. I've done grocery store, working at the commissary. I worked as a cashier, as a stocker in the back, or store worker, as they used to call it, or I forgot what else they used to call it. Then I actually went on to DLA, which is Defense Logistics Agency, for those people who don't know how the government loves to use acronyms. Basically, they dealt with actually providing everything to the military and other government agencies that they need. Think of it as the motherfucking Walmart of the government. If you need to order something, it's more than likely going to get to you through DLA. And then not just the Walmart. I take it a step further than that. I put them online with Amazon because DLA also handles the shipping of your shit too. So not only do they pack it up for you, they get it to you, they make sure it arrives on time within 2 days. That's bullshit. But they make sure they get to you. And like I said, they take care of all the government, all the armed forces and everything like that. So I actually worked at 3 different DLA agencies, and maybe 4. I started out at DLA distribution as a distribution process worker in their student program, where they hired me because I was a college student. As long as you was in college, you got to remain the job. Once you actually graduated with your degree, they hired you full time. That position, basically, I was just working in the warehouse, pulling different material, fulfilling orders. I left that after I graduated and went to DLA disposition. Disposition works at the end of the cycle when it comes to supply. They handle when you turn in your broke shit. You say you don't need it no more. You turn it in DLA disposition. They destroy it, resell it, or stuff like that. And while I was with DLA disposition, quick backstory, they actually got absorbed by DLA distribution. So I became distribution again. I left there after, I want to say, a year. I really didn't like that position. That wasn't the funnest. Whereas a previous position as the distribution process worker, I had fun working in the warehouse. We had little carts. We was riding in through the warehouse, picking stuff. That was fun. This position was more grimy, dirty work. Not that I don't mind getting my hands dirty. It was just, I didn't like the management and all that stuff going on. It was no real leadership. It was out of focus. So I hurry up and got the hell up out of there. I ended up actually going to DLA Land and Maritime. Land and Maritime actually deals mostly with your shipyards. For those who knows what the shipyards are, though, the Navy has the yards where they work on their ships and stuff like that, the submarines, all that. DLA Land and Maritime, they deal with that type of stuff. Strictly supplies for the Navy and their ships, their submarines. I didn't really get to deal with the land. I know they take care of some of the Army stuff too, but I didn't see that where I was located. I stayed there for a good 3 years. I worked my way up to GS9, and then I actually went to DLA Aviation in Richmond. I got accepted into another one of their programs where you get hired at a certain grade point and they promote you all the way up to GS11. It was a great opportunity. I didn't make it through the program only because I was using DLA as income while I worked on my degrees for psychology and counseling and everything like that. So I was always looking and checking for the federal job where I could use my counseling stuff. Long story short, that's twice. A position opened up at the VA hospital that allowed me to use my mental health background. So I ended up leaving DLA Aviation before progressing through their program and maxing out at a GS12, I think. So I actually took a little hit and I went back down to a GS7. No, I went back to a GS6. 6, 7. Nope, I'm sorry. I went back to a GS7 to get to the VA hospital where I work as a site tech right now currently. I'm working my way back up, trying to get to a point where I can get a position where I can actually use my license to do the stuff I went to school for. Like right now I'm doing mental health stuff, but it's not a position where you use your license for. But it got me, get my foot in the door. Okay. All the backstory out the way. Y'all know my whole government work history now. Here we go. My wife, she starts out, she works as a case manager for the community service boards. She goes from Portsmouth, she goes to Suffolk. She gets burnt out. The case management position burns her out. And she kind of has this hint like, yo, I always think I should have did nursing. So she ends up going back to school, nursing, gets her RN. She graduates, becomes a nurse. She gets a hospital job. Out the gate, she crushing my salary. Don't get me wrong. She ain't crushing my salary a lot, but the salary difference became more than mine. And some men at that point, they might have felt some type of way, but the way we had it, it worked out perfectly because everywhere she went, her position, we used all of her money without taking anything from it. Hence, I took care of, I take care of insurance and stuff like that, health insurance out of my paycheck because the government has better benefits. So on paper, well, no, she actually makes more than that now. Fast forward, wife leaves the hospital. She gets hired into a manager position where she just makes straight up more than me now. Like, not more on paper and stuff like that. Like, at first, she made more than me bringing home, but on paper, I made more. But now she actually just makes more than me. Like, you put out paychecks and her salary is like, nigga, you down here. Nah, I ain't. I'm just bullshit. But yeah, my baby makes more than me. And as a man, I personally, I didn't struggle with that. I mean, just because of our relationship, we a team. And we joke around, we say it all the time, you know, my money is her money is my money. Long as the bills get paid for, our daughter's taken care of, our son taken care of when he gets here, our dog's taken care of, the mortgage is paid, I could give a fuck who makes the most. um, I be pushing her like, yo, babe, you need to hit 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, I'll probably catch up one day once I get this license stuff straight. But as of right now, I don't mind it. It's not like she's, pulling all the work herself. We a team. We operate as a team. We think as a team. We make decisions as a team. So as a man, I don't feel threatened by my wife making more than me. I'm proud. I tell her all the time, baby, I'm proud of you making more than me. You know what I'm saying? Especially where you started, because when we started, our pay gap differences were way different. Like I was way up here and she was somewhere down here if I get it on camera. And she done caught up and passed daddy. And guess what? Daddy loves it. Guess what? Daddy gets to buy stuff on Amazon. Daddy gets to buy stuff for the house because he loves technology. So he always buying some smart switches, some smart bulbs, some fucking smart speakers, TVs and all that shit. And guess what? I could not have done that without my wife making more than me. But at the same time, it doesn't bother me because we work as a team. And I'm not threatened by it. So I think as a man in a relationship, should you be threatened by it? If your woman makes more than you? No, I don't. Honestly don't think so. That's not the case at all, especially if you're a team. I mean, a team is a team. Sometimes Kobe got hurt. I don't know who stepped up because I'm not a Lakers fan, but yeah. I don't know, but yeah, a man shouldn't feel type of way because his woman makes more than him. With the exception, if you just being a bum ass nigga, you not contributing, you not doing nothing, you not working as a team, yes, you should feel some type of way. And you shouldn't feel some type of way towards your woman. You should feel some type of way towards your fucking self because you're a fucking bum. Any real man is going to contribute and take care of his house. And that don't necessarily have to mean you got the most money of the relationship, but you need to take care of your house. So if you ain't doing shit and you not elevating your partner, yeah, you should feel some type of way. But on to the next topic. Let me see what I wrote right here. Yes. Outgrowing friends. A lot of people don't want to hear this. It happens naturally, folks. And most of the time, it happens right around that 23 mark, in somewhere around 23, 24 to around 30, 31. Somewhere in between there, you realize that the people that was your best friends growing up, that you loved to party with and you grew up with, and you look back, you turn around and they not there no more. It happens. It's life. You shouldn't feel no type of way about it either, honestly. Sometimes you just outgrow one another. Sometimes you take different paths. Sometimes you get married and you got a friend that just stay happy staying single all their life, Not saying that you can't hang with them, but it don't feel the same. It's different. We can't have the same conversations no more. I can't relate. My single friends, they complain. I don't have any single friends, but back in the day, my single friends, they complaining about this and this and that. I can't relate. I got a whole wife, bro. Them issues not my issues no more. And at the same time, they can't relate to you. You can't come complaining or throwing stuff at your single friend about married stuff. Like they don't know how to answer that. They don't know how to respond. They don't know how to be genuine. They ain't been there, so they can't give you advice on it. And I wouldn't take advice from somebody that hasn't been there isn't there now. That's just relationship advice 101. Married people stay out of single people's business. Single people stay out of married people's business. Outgrow your friends, and let's move on past relationships. Sometimes you just outgrow your friends because one person takes a different path. You know what I'm saying? Maybe smoking weed, and getting drunk every night, going to the club is cool when you You 18, 21, but around 23, 24, 25, shit start to feel a little different. Not even that you necessarily feel older, but it just for some people it's like, yo, I can't do this every day. This can't be what life is all about. And then for some other people, this is what life is all about. I love this. I can't get this up. And slowly you see yourself, you know what I'm saying? It start by, hey, you trying to go out? Nah, I'm going to chill, you know what I'm saying? And then you chill a little bit more, and next thing you know, it'll be months before you actually hang out or hear from the person again. It's just a natural progression of life, man. It happens. Don't be mad. There's no reason to be mad at yourself. If some of your friends that was your friends back in the day, you look back, they not by your side no more. Hey, everybody can't grow with you. Some got to take their own path. So you shouldn't really necessarily feel any type of way because your friends ain't your friends. I mean, and don't get me wrong too. You're going to have some friends that they going to grow with you. They going to stay with you. They going to move up with you. Those the same ones, that's grinding hard like you. All my married couple friends, we working. We grinding. We talking about investments and stuff like that. We talking about buying properties. We talking about goals. We can't have these conversations with, not necessarily with the single person, but the person who mind frame ain't there yet. So that's how you outgrow those type of people. I'm not saying don't feel no type of way about it. These things happen. It's just part of growing up. It's part of life. And sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes you need to actually drop that friend in order for you to elevate yourself. And don't feel bad about it. I keep saying that because a lot of people feel bad about it. Like when they sit there and think about it, like, damn, me and such don't kick it no more. Or they be like, damn, I ain't talked to such and such in forever, yo. Don't dwell on that. Keep moving. If that relationship is truly something important to you, trust and believe, eventually they'll catch back up. Something to happen, elevate their mind. Y'all meet back up in the middle somewhere. But as for that, don't let the past hinder you and bring you down. Let's move on to my next topic. I'm giving out gems today. Oh man, last topic for today, man. I think I might have another one, but every man ain't no king. Every woman ain't no queen. I say that because we see it all the time on social media. Elevate your king, elevate your queen. Let's be real. Let's call it what it is. Everybody ain't no king, everybody ain't no queen. Some people got to be the peasants, bro. Some people, hey, if y'all into the whole African motherland thing, let's take it back to Egypt. I mean, you got Pharaoh and I don't know what was I don't know what you call the lady pharaohs, but yeah, you got them. But hey, you got the slaves, the workers. You got the whip masters. Everybody can't be no king and everybody can't be no queen. And not to say it negatively, but everybody don't have the mindset. Everybody can't grow into that mindset. Some people can grow. Don't get me wrong. Some people can start off as a peasant and they grind it out and work hard. And they got that mindset, yo, I'm going to be the king or I'm going to be a queen. And they work to it. But in reality, everybody don't have that mindset. Everybody don't have that grind in them, which is sad. I mean, but it is what it is. All I can do is tell you that don't try to put nobody down, though, because they're not a king or queen. I mean, you can help uplift them, but you can only help uplift them to so far. They got to be able to put the work in for themselves. So with that, hey, king, hey, queen. I'm bullshitting at this point. That topic was supposed to be a little bit deeper, but yeah. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for this video and this episode right here. I mean, listen. I'm trying to get the season rolling, man. I need some feedback. Hit me up. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I even made a fucking TikTok. Leave me some comments, man. Let me know what y'all want to hear for the podcast, man. I thought about bringing on a host, but then I'm like, that sound good and all, and be fun to go back and forth with somebody. But at the same time, man, COVID is real out here. COVID is real. I got a family to protect. Let me know what type of topics y'all want to hear, man. Books. Y'all want to bring back interviews? I can definitely do interviews. If y'all like the interviews in the past, I can set them up virtually. I'm only going to let so many people actually in my house, you know. Once again, COVID is real. I got to trust you 100%. And it's my circle real small. Real small people that I allow in my house right now. But yeah. But until next time, this is your boy Synx signing off. This has been another episode of You're on the Mic with Sync. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Continue to check out the show. This season, it's just about growing and trying to find our way, man. I hope y'all stick around with me. Until next time, peace.